Yo guys, Craddock here. I hope you guys are doing well. Now, something extremely interesting has cropped its head back into the picture, and it's a pretty big one. Not too long ago, the announcement for the next Destiny season was confirmed, Season of the Worthy. Now here's the big one, here's the biggins. Trials of Osiris is returning, not another weekly Crucible list or some shit. Not Trials of the Nine, Trials of Osiris. Now if Vink's advice wasn't enough for me to go for this god roll Dustrock, nothing was. Okay, so, as it turns out, Bungie have introduced this new feature. I'm not entirely sure what it is 100%, but from what I can remember, they're getting rid of infusion altogether, and if you do manage to upgrade a weapon, it'll only last about 12 weeks or something. I'll get the article up here, but quite a few players are quitting over it, and it's going to make fusion pretty much irrelevant now. So I reckon this will be the last looting a lost sector a set amount of times video, purely because it's just not going to be that good anymore, honestly. Fuck it. And I actually enjoyed making the last video, even though I did sound dead on the inside. So I decided to hop back into our beloved Pathfinder's Crash to say hi to our friend the Unstoppable White. This is how I looted a lost sector 200 times.
200 times. 200 times.
After hopping into the lost sector, I was prepared to have to wait maybe 10 or 20 runs before I got a Dustrock, but it turns out things went my way for once, as the first run gave me one. I took a deep breath and hoped that things had fully gone my way, but of course the game wasn't going to let me have that. The first 3 perks were perfect, Smooth Bore and Light Mag, plus Pulse Monitor, but unfortunately finished up with Grave Robber and a Stability Masterwork. Runs 102 and 103 as expected, granting me nothing of worth, but on 104 I realised something. Every time I entered a lost sector I'd killed the 3 Cabal to the right without any hesitation. I felt bad and decided to make 3 new friends. Everybody please say hi to Gary, Gil and Glenn.
I don't know, it's something with a G!
At least now that we murder them, I have a tiny bit of remorse. After run 104 gave me nothing, and 105 following suit. Run 106 gave me something of worth, when a dog got too close to my Wendigo shot and became the first flying dog. You know, besides that Russian one that went to space. Runs 107, 108 and 109 all didn't drop anything for me, but 110 did. However, the game wasn't going to let me have that, and made it a prime engram. The Phalanx yeeted me away from the engram. It's almost as if he knew I was going to kill myself, him, and a small group of Cabal upon getting it. On run 111 I entered the area to find that Gary, Gil and Glenn had all been murdered. I swore to myself that I was going to avenge their deaths. Another legionary started shooting at me, obviously because he didn't want any witnesses at the scene, so I proceeded to plug him for my 3 best friends. However, the actual run didn't give me anything, unless you count Phantasmal Fragments as useful. Run 112 followed on the same way, and so did 113, but on 114 I learnt that the Cabal had been teaching each other their magic tricks from last time, as Gary appeared from in front of me from nowhere. Run 115 was a perfect opportunity to follow up on the pattern I had hypothesized from the previous 100 attempts. It gave me some prodigal robes, so after killing myself, I tested my thesis. Run 117 came along and fooled me, as the unstable essence with the green engram looked like purple, and in run 118 I fired a long-range Wendigo shot in attempts to speed things up, but the only thing of interest that happened was the fact that he got thrown across the room. Run 119 was delayed slightly as once again I'd gone too early, and it turns out Glenn wanted to do a face reveal.
It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
Runs 119 and 120 were busts, as well as 121 did drop a Dustrock. It dropped with Rifle Barrel, Appended Mag, Rampage and Threat Detector with a Handling Masterwork. That one was heading straight for the discard bin. I hit a dry spell for a bit as runs 122 through 129 did drop me anything of use. Run 124 gave me a legendary, but ended up being a Therium Holt Boots. I hid myself away from the Cabal to cry a little, and then tried to launch myself. It was nice to see the Phalanx claim his first confirmed kill and go crazy. Run 130 came and gave me a Dustrock for my efforts. I teabagged my way to the exit and prayed for a good roll, and it was looking good to start with. It had accurized rounds, small bore and a ranged masterwork, but unfortunately I ended up with Rampage and Moving Target on the roll perks, so it was another discard. Next came my longest dry spell of the 200 runs. Ones 131 to 148 were all duds. The only notable events happening during this period being on run 137 when a purple dropped seemingly out of nowhere and gave me the bane of my Dustrock hunting experience.
I'm gonna
Gaming.
myself! Wow. I'm going to
Gaming.
myself and it's your fault!
141 and 144 also gave me something to laugh about due to the launches they set up. Run 148 was the last run of the dry spell and was quite interesting as the boss learned to moonwalk since I'd last seen him, and also managed to regen a honed edge ×4 shot worth of health.
Excuse me, what?
Run 149 granted me yet another Dustrock, but it was the deadest one ever due to small bore, appended mag, pulse monitor, grave robber and a handling masterwork. Runs 150 through 163 dropped me nothing, but 164 dropped me an actual decent roll. Smooth bore and light mag with a range masterwork. It's a shame it was followed up with slide shot and auto load, but I kept it purely because the range on it was disgusting. Runs 165 through 170 turned up nothing, but 171 showed a bit of humanity to me. I attempted to kill myself using a barrel bomb, but in the end it was the dogs who finished the job. Run 172 was a non-drop, and so was 173, although once again I pissed off Peter by accidentally headbutting a dog. Run 174 gave me something to be happy about by giving me a Dustrock. I've just labelled this one pure fucking shite, mate. While I examined it, I heard some strange banging sounds. It turns out a Titan was constantly mashing my head with a hammer. I showed him how salty I was and headed on my way. Runs 175 through 181 all gave me trash, and at this point the lost sector might as well have been a drunk girl who hooks up with you and then passes out, because all I was seeing was blue balls. On 182 I interrupted Gil's daily prayer with a bullet in his skull. And run 183 really put into perspective how long I'd been going for this weapon, as I'd gone up a whole season rank. Run 184 showed me much of the same, and in run 185 I tried looking for creative ways to kill myself. So I tried staring directly into the eyes of the Cabal, hoping I'd have a heart attack or turn to stone. Run 186 showed to be another trickster by dropping me a cut and run, and I ran to a ledge and sent myself back to the start. I thought my luck had changed after that, but I'd already proved my legendary then Dustrock pattern was false, and the next 6 runs further proved it. It wasn't until run 193 that I'd get another Dustrock, but just my luck, it was the same shithole luck that the other 192 attempts had given me. Rifled barrel, appended mag, moving target, grave robber and his stability masterwork. Run 194 came along and Gary had been practicing his magic quite a bit. However, the boss didn't drop me a Dustrock. Runs 195 to 199 went up almost instantly, and all perfect runs, and all had me in and out without a Dustrock. Then finally came run 200. Alright. Come on, there's one shot. And there's another. This is going to be a perfect run, yeah. Come on, give me a purple for the perfect. Oh my god, there's a purple. Come on, please. Please be a Dustrock. Please, for all its holy, be a Dustrock. I've spent so long on this. Please. Thorium Hotwood. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a joke, mate? You are having a giggle. I spent about an hour and a half on this, man. And you're gonna really give me a Thorium Holt Hood on the last one? Fucking hell, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. I'm out.
Gaming.
Myself! Wow. I'm going to
Gaming.
myself and it's your fault!